Retinol. Retinol, retinol palmitate. 3 words that look almost identical, sound almost identical, and sit right next to each other on the shelf. And they are wildly different in strength. Picking the wrong one is the single biggest reason a woman either sees absolutely nothing after months of faithful use, or burns her face raw in a week and swears off the whole category forever. So let me give you the simple strength chart that sorts this out in about 2 minutes, and let me tell you which one is right for you. Honest note first. Some links below earn me a small commission at no cost to you, and I'm giving you the straight truth either way. First, let me tell you why these are even related, because once you understand this, the whole chart makes sense, and you'll never be confused again. All of these are members of one family. The family is called retinoids, and they are all forms of vitamin A. And here is the key idea, the one thing that explains everything. Your skin can only actually use one specific form of vitamin A, the active, working form, the one that talks to your skin cells and tells them to build more collagen and renew faster, is called retinoic acid. That's the form that does the work. Everything else on the shelf is a version that your skin has to convert, step by step, into that active form before anything happens. Think of it like a relay race. The finish line is retinoic acid, the active form. The further back in the race an ingredient starts, the more handoffs it has to make before it crosses that line. And at every handoff, some of it is lost. So the question isn't really which one is strongest. The question is, how many handoffs away from the finish line does this one start? That number tells you both how powerful it is and how gentle it is. Let me walk you up the chart, from the gentlest, furthest back runner to the strongest. Start at the back of the pack with retinol palmitate. This is a retinol ester, and it is the gentlest, weakest member of the family you'll find in over-the-counter products. It starts the furthest from the finish line. Your skin has to convert it to retinol, then to retinaldehyde, then finally to the active retinoic acid, 3 handoffs, and plenty lost along the way. So what does that mean for you? It means retinol palmitate is very gentle, very low risk of irritation, and also the least powerful. You'll find it in a lot of inexpensive moisturizers and starter products. It is a fine place to begin if your skin is reactive or nervous, or if you're easing in for the very first time. But if you've been using it faithfully for months and seeing nothing, now you know why. It may simply be too far back in the race to ever really cross the line in a way you can see. There's no shame in starting here. Just don't expect dramatic results, and don't keep paying premium prices for it. One step forward is retinol. This is the household name, the one everyone's heard of, and it sits comfortably in the middle. Retinol needs 2 handoffs to become active. Retinol to retinaldehyde to retinoic acid. That makes it meaningfully stronger than retinol palmitate, with real evidence behind it for smoothing texture, softening lines, and improving tone over time. It also comes in a range of strengths, from gentle low percentages, around 0.25%, up to stronger ones around 1%. For most women over 40, a well-formulated retinol is the sweet spot, strong enough to actually do something you can see, gentle enough to tolerate if you start slowly. If you're going to buy one retinoid and you want the reliable middle path, retinol is very often the right answer. It's the one I'd point most women toward first because it has decades of research behind it. It comes in enough strengths to grow with you, and your skin gets a fair shot at adjusting before you ever consider stepping up. One more step forward, and now we're getting close to the finish line. Retinaldehyde, usually just called retinol. Notice the spelling, retinol, with an A near the end, not retinol with an O. That one letter is a big difference. Retinol is only 1 handoff away from the active form. 1. That makes it noticeably faster and stronger than ordinary retinol, often delivering visible results sooner while still being available without a prescription. Some studies suggest it can work meaningfully faster than retinol at comparable strengths, which is exactly what you'd expect from something a single step closer to the finish line. The trade-offs are that it can be a touch more irritating, because it's closer to that active finish line, and it's less common on shelves, so you may pay a little more and look a little harder. But if regular retinol has felt too slow for you and your skin tolerates it well, retinol is the natural step up that doesn't require a doctor's pad. And then, just over the line, there's the active form itself, retinoic acid, which you'll see sold by prescription under the name Retinoid. 0 handoffs. It is the active form applied directly. It is the most powerful and the most studied, and it's also the most likely to cause that flaking, redness, and sensitivity, especially at the start. You can't buy this one off a shelf, and honestly, you shouldn't try to chase its strength with stacks of stronger products on your own. If you want it, that's a conversation with a dermatologist or your doctor, who can match the strength to your skin and guide you through the adjustment. So there's your chart, from gentlest to strongest, retinol palmitate at the back, then retinol in the middle, then retinol near the front, and prescription Retinoid over the line. The further forward, the stronger, the faster, and the more carefully you have to start. Now let me give you the rules that make any of these actually work, because the form matters far less than how you use it. But first, 2 label tricks, because they trip up even careful shoppers. The first is the percentage. You'll see retinol sold at different strengths, and bigger is not automatically better. A high percentage you can't tolerate, use twice before you quit, beats nothing. But it loses badly to a gentle percentage you actually use 3 nights a week for a year. Start at the lower strengths, 1/4 of 1% or 1/2 of 1%, and only climb if your skin is asking for more and handling it happily. The second trick is a word you'll see on the fancier bottles: encapsulated. Encapsulated retinol is wrapped in a delivery system that releases it more slowly and steadily, which can mean less irritation and better stability. It's a genuinely nice feature, one of the few premium words that points at something real. It's not essential, but if you're sensitive, it's a reasonable reason to choose one bottle over another. And here's the honest money picture across that whole chart, because I know you're wondering. You do not need to spend a lot. Perfectly good retinol serums sit in the drugstore for the price of a couple of lunches. Retinol costs a bit more simply because it's less common, not because it's wrapped in gold. And the strongest option, prescription Retinoid, is often the cheapest active of all once you have the prescription, because it's an old generic medicine. So if anyone tells you that real results require a triple-digit retinoid in heavy glass, you now know better. The active ingredient is cheap. The packaging is where the price hides. Rule 1, start low and slow. Whatever you choose, begin with 2 nights a week, a pea-sized amount for your whole face, applied to dry skin at night. Build up gradually over weeks as your skin adjusts. Going faster does not get you results faster. It gets you a red, peeling face and a product you abandon. Rule 2, expect an adjustment period and don't panic. In the first few weeks, you may see some dryness, flaking, or pinkness. That's the skin adjusting. It usually settles. If it's severe, back off to less often, and buffer by applying your moisturizer first, then the retinoid on top, to soften the introduction. Rule 3, and this one is not optional. You must wear sunscreen every morning while using any retinoid. Retinoids make your skin more sensitive to the sun, and skipping sunscreen undoes the very thing you're working toward. The retinoid at night and the sunscreen in the morning are a team. One without the other is half a strategy. Rule 4, don't pile on. When you're starting a retinoid, ease up on strong acids and other potent actives at the same time. Layering everything at once is how irritation happens. One new thing at a time. Let your skin tell you it's happy before you add the next. And one important safety note said plainly: if you are pregnant or breastfeeding or trying to become pregnant, retinoids are generally not recommended. Please pause them and talk to your doctor. That's not a marketing line, that's just real. So let me bring it all together. Retinol, retinol, and retinol palmitate aren't competing products. They're different distances from the same finish line. Retinol palmitate is the gentle, weak starter. Retinol is the proven, reliable middle. Retinol is the stronger, faster step up without a prescription. And Retinoid, the active form, lives with your doctor. Pick the spot on that chart that matches your skin and your patient's. Start low, go slow, wear your sunscreen, and give it months, not days. Do that. And a retinoid is the closest thing to a real, evidence-backed way to keep skin smoother and firmer after 40. Not a miracle, not $400, just the right form, used the right way for long enough to work. And if you only remember one thing from all of this, remember the relay race. It's not about which jar shouts the loudest. It's about how many handoffs stand between the ingredient and the finish line, and whether your skin can keep up with the pace you've chosen. In the next one, I'm pulling back a curtain that genuinely surprises every woman I tell. You've been shopping at 3 different counters, paying 3 very different prices. And you may have been handing your money to the very same company all 3 times. I'll show you exactly how. I'll see you there.